What's up, YouTube? This is Fast Freddy, also known as SDC. If you're new to my channel and you've benefited from my content, please do me a favor and hit a like and subscribe. Today, I want to talk about 3 red flags for sugar babies. There are a lot of red flags, but here are the just three that came to my mind that are easy to sort of look out for. So, number one, she doesn't kiss on the mouth. That's an interesting one. So, the funny thing is, I personally have sort of a fetish, I want to say. I guess it's not really a fetish, but it's important for me when being intimate with a woman that she makes out, and that means she kisses on the lips. And because to me, if it's not that, then it's not really intimate. It's more transactional. It really feels like robotic. It feels like, this is a hooker. And I always say no offense against hookers, but that's just not what I'm looking for. So it's funny. So I started to ask a lot of the girls that I was sugaring with, just because it's important to me. Do they like to make out? And I found out, and a couple girls, a lot of girls are totally down. They say, hey, I mean, how else would you kind of get into it? But there's a handful of girls that say, no, they don't. And that's very interesting. I ended up talking to a girl who used to be in sex work, and she said, that's how you know if a girl is seeing multiple guys. It's funny because they're willing to have a penis go into them with protection, but they're not willing to kiss on the lips. And that was just an interesting thing to me. They don't mind, I guess, because it's covered. I guess I don't know what reason how they kind of separate the two, but they're maybe it's similar to me how it doesn't feel really intimate. But that's a way that's what they do when they're seeing multiple people. They don't like to kiss like a bunch of men on the lips. They don't like to kiss their clients on the lips. They don't like tongue. They don't like, so basically they're willing to do anything for money, but that grosses them out. So I found that really interesting. That's a little secret that even a lot of girls didn't know. But, for me, again, nothing against sex workers, but I'm just not looking for a hooker. And usually I ask my arrangements to be exclusive to me, and we can get into that in another video. I don't want complications with boyfriends or other arrangements. So this is a major red flag for me. So that's one thing to look out for. Number 2, this is actually a really big one, very important one. She doesn't have a job other than sugaring. There's so many issues with this one. The main one is similar to if you're a guy and you're desperate for sex, you're not in abundance, you're scarce. You're gonna act that way, and you're gonna come off as needy and desperate, etc. A girl who needs money, you're gonna have a lot of problems with. Now all these girls are obviously on here because they need money, but when I say need money, I mean desperation, meaning they can't pay rent without you. They can't pay their bills without you. They can't live without this. There's so many reasons why this is an issue. Like I said, number 1, it's going to pressure you. She's going to push you to give her a ton of money for every little tiny thing. If you're filthy rich, that's fine. But if you're sort of just sugaring, on the side, you're doing well, but you don't have the money, you don't want to pay out of your nose for these girls, this is going to be a problem. She's going to start flaking. She's going to start demanding. She's going to start leveraging you, and ask for more and more and more cash consistently. Another thing is she won't be. I mean, it does kind of say much about the girl if she's not even trying to make money. It shows that she's sort of lazy, irresponsible. Again, that's the kind of, you don't want that attitude when you're sugaring. And the other thing with that is she won't have much to talk to. I once had an arrangement with a girl. I sugared with her, and she didn't do anything except babysit like her nephew, and we literally had nothing to talk about. I would pick her up. We had nothing to talk about in the car. We had nothing to talk about. There's just no life to her. All she did was literally lay at home all day. She, and babysit her nephew, and so that's a red flag. You want the money to be a cherry on top. You don't want it to be a need or necessity, or else you're going to feel that negativity from the girl when her car breaks down and it's like, oh, I need this, I need that. No, I can't see you unless you give me this amount, or every little thing is going to get charged. So it's not going to be fun. It's not going to feel organic. And the last red flag is if she doesn't respond to your texts within a day. Now, you should not expect a girl to respond to your text within the hour. That's needy and desperate. You can let a couple hours go by. The girl's busy, you're busy. That shouldn't be an issue. But if she doesn't respond within a day, there's a problem. Number one, there's not enough interest there. Number two, there's disrespect. So if she can't return a text, imagine you're going to book a hotel room, book a flight. She won't even show up. Things like that. Or she's going to, again, the only way you get her attention is more money, which is an issue. Another issue with that is she may be entertaining, again, other guys. You're not a priority. And it's okay that you're not the highest priority. We're not in a relationship. That's fine. But you are giving her money. You're like an employer. You're like, I know it's not employees, but you might be helping her pay her rent. You might be helping her do things and making her life easier. Why isn't she giving you attention? It doesn't make sense. And then, of course, like I said, she could be seeing other guys. She could be seeing other sugar daddies. And to me, like I said, I don't like to complicate my arrangements. I prefer that girls only see me. And that's one of actually my requirements. Are they seeing only me? I don't know, but at least they have to treat me like they're only seeing me. So those are the 3 red flags. Like I said, there's a ton of them, but those are the 3 that come to mind. Hopefully that's helped. You've learned something new. Like I said, I always say, leave your stories in the comments. Leave, what are your thoughts on these flags? If you're a sugar baby, what are your thoughts on these flags? And make sure to like and subscribe. Talk to you soon.